Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to play my arrangement of Aerials by System of a Down. Before we get started, check out the link in the description. It'll take you to a site called Soundslice, where you'll be able to watch the video alongside with a tab. The cool thing is that it lets you jump back and loop parts that are difficult. It also lets you visualize the fretboard. It's really cool, and the video is really meant to be watched alongside the tab. If you have the tab already, which you can download from my site, you can also follow along with the video here. That's cool, but I think it's a lot more practical to have it all on the screen. So yeah, check that out. The other thing is the tuning. This song uses a C minor tuning. That's low to high, C, G, C, hold on, C, G, C, G, C, E flat. I'll play each string individually so you can hear how the tuning sounds. So we start with the low C, G, then C again, G, C, and E flat. If you need more help with that, I have a video. It's a Game of Thrones tutorial, and the first video in that series shows you how to tune the C minor. So you can check that out. I should probably do an updated version of that, but in the meantime, that should help. And of course, use a tuner. That's always the best option. All right, so let's get started then. So the song starts out the same, just like the original. We're just playing the guitar part. So we start here on the 3rd fret, and then we play the open 5th and 4th string, right? And then the pattern, well, the way I play this pattern is like this. Down, let me show you here. Down, up, down, down, up, down. So after I finish doing this pluck on the 4th string, I jump back to the low string with another downstroke, right? So it's down, up, down, down, up, down. Now the song is pretty fast, so that's just an example of how I do it. Do it whichever way feels more comfortable for you. The important thing is to be able to get it up to speed. And if you're not used to playing that fast, just pick one that feels right to you and start out slowly and work your way up. All right, we start on the 3rd fret, so it's 3, 2, 0, 5, 3, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, 3, 2, 0. Okay, and then we skip down to the 5th string, and then we go 5, 3, 0, 7, 3, 0, 5, 7, 8, 10, 8, 7, 5, 3, 5. Sorry. And then we do a little crescendo here. Just playing the open 6th string and the 5th string on the 5th fret. So let me play that whole part again slowly so you can play along. Okay, so now let's go on to the verse. Okay, so then the verse, we start with this chord. 1, 1, 3, 3, 2. And we lift the middle finger up to play the melody. So it's either the 2nd fret or open string, like that. So it goes. And then this part, this is a little tricky here. So we go. And then we go downstroke. And then on the upstroke, you lift your hand and you, with the upstroke, you play the open strings here. And then when you're going for the downstroke, you jump here to the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Right? So it's. Right? So it's. Sorry. Okay, so let me play that whole part again. And then we go to that heavy part with the octaves. So. And then we go back to that chord shape. And then here we move the pinky over to the 4th fret on the 1st string. And then we slide up to the 5th fret on the upstroke and letting all the other strings open. And then on the downstroke, we slide back down to the 4th fret and strum everything, right? So it goes. All right, and now we go to something similar, but we're adding the upper vocal harmony, so the chord shape becomes a little more difficult. This is probably the trickiest part on the song. So we hold down 1st fret with the index finger, 3rd fret with the pinky finger, and then the last 2 strings we have, let me get that close up here, middle finger and ring finger on the 2nd fret. Right? So it's like this. All right. And then we're lifting up, but we have to lift up both fingers. Right? Right? And then there's another part. When we go up on the melody, we have to switch here quickly. So the middle finger jumps over to where the pinky is and takes its place. Like that, and then we play here with the ring finger, the 3rd fret, and the pinky, the 4th fret, right? So it goes. So I'd recommend you to practice that change by itself. I had to do it myself when I was learning this song, because it's really tricky and requires a lot of finger independence. So just go like this. Sorry. It's still hard for me. All right, so that part of the verse goes. Right there, see? So I have. So on that downstroke, I sort of hit a percussive sound that gives me a little time to switch, and on the upstroke I play the other chord shape, right? So then here I play on the 2nd fret, and then I slide up. One finger goes to the 3rd fret, and the ring finger goes up to the 4th fret. And then I slide back down. Right? So let me play all of that together slowly. Back to the heavy riff. And then the same thing again. And then here we just play the second string, and we go. It's all without picking. Is you slide up, back down, and then pull off to the open string. And then the last note, we pluck with the middle finger while the pick starts the main riff, or the riff from the intro, right? So it'd go. Right? So the middle finger jumps down here to the 3rd fret. So let me come from before that. Like that. All right, so now comes the chorus. We start out just like in the intro, the same riff. And then we start playing the octave. And the 3rd and 2nd open string. Now, important here is that I'm not strumming very accurately on purpose. I'm not worrying about hitting the exact notes every time. It's just kind of to create some movement, Sometimes I hit both strings or just one. It's not that, at least for me, it's not that important in this part to be super exact. Okay, so let me play that whole part again. And now we're back to the verse, and it's exactly like the first one. I'm gonna play it through so you can play along. All right, and now we come to the transition to the big chorus. And again, it's the same notes, but I pick every note, every one of them. So instead of sliding like this, I just keep strumming. So it's. And then we go to this chord, 0, 2, 0, 2, 2. And then these two stay here, on the 2nd fret, and then with the pinky I play the 4th fret on the last string. And then these 2 fingers slide up to the 3rd fret and back, so it's like that. Okay, so then we go. So here I do something which isn't really necessary. When I start this big riff here, right before, here I switch my pick over, so I'm holding it with my index finger, and then I slap those first 3 chords with my thumb. Right? It isn't really necessary, you can just strum them. In fact, when I was recording the song, I was debating which one to do. But if you want to try it, what I'm doing here, this is something I learned a long time ago from tapping, when we had to switch over to be able to, from picking to tapping. So basically, I hold my pick like this. Let me see if you can see. Right? And then I slide it back with my thumb, and I grab it here between my joints there. So it's something I learned to do a long time ago. I honestly don't remember how I learned to do it, but this is sort of the movement, like that. And then while I'm holding it like that, I do the slapping. The tricky thing is that there isn't that much time to do it. So basically, here, I have to do it on the upstroke after that. If you need to buy yourself more time, you can just do 1 downstroke. So, I don't know. Try it out, see if you want to do that. But it's not necessary. But just so you know how I do it on the video. All right, so then we go to that riff. Here I'm holding a bar with a bar chord on half the strings, so the low 3 strings, and the others stay open, right? So it's... And then when the voices come in, we play it like this. And what I'm doing here is, there's a couple of ways you can do this. What I'm doing is I play a bar with the middle finger on the low 3 strings. I sort of mute the 3rd string so it doesn't sound. And with the index finger, I play the 3rd string. I play it like this so I can also mute the last string, which is because we don't want the last string to ring out in this part. So it should be. And when I play this open chord, I'm also muting the last string here. That's so the melody sticks out, All right, so you can do it like this, or you can maybe do it with the index finger and the middle finger. There's different ways, so try it out and see what's more comfortable for you. But I'll play it like this. We're back to the same as the first chorus. And then here where Serge whispers sky, I do this little strum really close to the bridge, like that. And then we go to those little vocal harmonies at the end. So we go 3, 3 and 5, and 2, 2, 3, and open. So, and then 5, 5, 7, 3, 3, 3, and 2, 2, 0. Always muting the 5th string there. So it's then 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 10, like that. All right, so that's it. Hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, any things you're not sure about, let me know in the comments. So my plan is to do more tutorials like this one. Some will be available here on YouTube for everybody. Some will be exclusive on my Patreon. I also plan to do some lessons. I'm planning on doing a course I'll tell you guys about in the future. So if you have any requests, any stuff you'd like to learn from me, not just the songs or covers, like technique-wise, or anything to do with guitar or music, let me know. And remember to like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.